What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about how you can get your first nuke or Juggernaut medal, but we're leaning towards the Juggernaut medal in this, honestly. So let's get right into it. So pretty much, I'm going to talk about the weapons you should use. So the weapons you should use are whatever the fuck you want to use. I can't say you should use a submachine gun or an assault rifle, because honestly, I don't know what you're good at using, okay? I'm not your mama, I'm not your daddy. I am Mario, okay? So anyways, you can use a fucking sniper, you can use a shotgun, a rocket launcher, your fucking fist. You do you, okay? You can use whatever the hell you want. You can use an assault rifle, a machine gun, just do whatever you want. And if you're going for the nuke, obviously use a fucking nuke variant. Alright, but that's all you gotta use for the weapons, whatever you want. But try to make sure you have a silencer, because honestly, that'll help you out a lot. But I don't use silencers because I just don't like to. But let me tell you something, it'll save you, okay? Remember that. On to the next one. Perks you want to use. Ghosts are gonna help you a shit ton. If someone has a UAV or an advanced UAV, you're gonna be fucked without it, okay? Remember that. Unless you have a counter UAV or something else, a counter UAV, you know, something like that. But anyways, ghosts, you need that. Dead silence, that's another must, because you don't want people to hear you jumping around or walking. They might be sound whoring, so they could hear every single damn thing you do. If you're wiping your ass, they're gonna hear it. Remember that. Now we're gonna talk about hardline and the second perk category. Second perk category doesn't really matter, but two things I'd have to recommend. What is it? Can't think. Tracker. That is something that's pretty good, honestly, but definitely not a must. Hardline is also something that's pretty good. Now, let me tell you how hardline works, because if you had to use anything, this is what I would really recommend is hardline. Now, hardline pretty much gives you, like, I think 25 or 50 points extra whenever you do something. I'm not completely sure, so don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure it is 25 points, though. But anyways, that is something you should really use to help you with getting your score streaks faster. And score streaks are really huge when it comes to getting a Juggernaut medal. Now let's talk about the score streaks. Score streaks that I recommend using are UAV and or advanced UAV. Warden, because that thing fucking kicks people's asses like crazy. And then the other one, it doesn't really matter. You can have another UAV, another advanced UAV, whatever, or you can have a lethal. Honestly, I recommend using 2 lethals when you're going for a Juggernaut medal, because that shit will help you out a whole bunch. As for the nukes, you just need something to help you find where people are. So advanced UAV and UAV, or just UAV, or just advanced UAV, whatever. But anyways, yes, those are what I recommend when it comes to score streaks. Now, the best game modes to play in would be number 1. I honestly think domination is the best, because you can go around capping flags, getting points that help you get your score streaks faster, which means more kills, because if you keep on playing the objective, you're going to keep on getting points, and you're going to keep on getting score streaks. So that is number 1. Now number 2, I'd have to go with TDM, just because there's a lot of shitty people that play TDM. So I'm not saying you're shitty or I'm shitty or anybody's shitty. Actually, I'm saying people are shitty. I'm saying people are shitty, but not us, okay? We are the exception to playing TDM. When you go into TDM, that's where you find the most average players. So you could get lucky like me and have the shitty players on the other team, and you can go for your Juggernaut medal. And yeah. Now next is kill confirm. You can run around, get the kill confirms, kill denieds, get those points, stack them up, get your score streaks. You know, like the same thing, just like domination. Now that we've talked about the game modes, let's talk about how to play when you're going for a Juggernaut, nuclear, whatever. I don't give a fuck how you play. You can camp in the corner like a fucking Jew in the Nazi world. You can run around like a psychomaniac kid who just shot up a goddamn school. Or you can play like an average, you know, just average slow person. It doesn't matter. Now, what I recommend the most for when you're going for a Juggernaut or a nuke is to rush really hard for the first 10 to 15 kills, or whenever you get your score streaks. Now once you get your score streaks, that's when I recommend you sit back a little bit. You don't need to camp, you just gotta not rush as hard as you were doing. Still walk around the entire map, just don't rush as hard. But I like to use the Warden and the Thor. So the Warden, I can sit back if I want. Now the Thor, I have to sit back completely in order to even use it. I gotta sit in a corner, I gotta use it to destroy people. You know, I can't walk around and use it at the same time because that's just not possible. But yeah, so when you're playing, like I said, rush, once you get your score streaks, or 10 or 15 kills, calm it down a little bit, then once you get your score streaks again, then you start rushing again. And yeah, right there is where I died off my Juggernaut medal. By the way, if you didn't notice, I had 25, 26, 27 kills and I fucking died. Sad day, I know. Now, two more things I want to talk about are tacticals and lethals. Now, lethals, use whatever the fuck you want. You can use anything, it doesn't matter. Tacticals, there's only about 2 tacticals I think you should really use, but I'm only going to go over one of them. And that one is the personal radar, because that shit will save you. That is just going to help you out so much. If you need to know where people are going to be at, that's what you have to use. Say you put up your UAV, got shot down, or you put up your UAV and it's gone. Personal radar, use that, boom. You're going to find them. Or maybe you're in a position where somebody has ghost on and you don't know where they are, and you have your UAV up or something. Use the personal radar, it'll let you know where they're going to be. Now, let's talk about one last thing, and that is the combat rigs. For the combat rigs, I recommend you use either number 1, which I use the most for when I'm going for nukes, juggernauts, is what is it? Warfighter, yes, Warfighter, because you have combat focus, and combat focus will allow you to get your score streaks faster. It doubles your points, and that shit helps out a whole bunch when getting your Juggernauts, because you get score streaks so much more faster. Now, the next thing about the Warfighter is you can use, what is it called? You can use, I forgot what it's called. Oh, resupply. And resupply, what that does is it lets you get back your lethals and tacticals that you use. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video.